This is the beginning.
Numbnuts has asked, what's your favourite trooper?
My favourite trooper, who's
Yeah.
Numbnuts?
I don't know, it's just username.
Username is Numbnuts.
Yeah,
What's my favourite trooper?
yeah. Just to clarify, if anyone can hear any noise off camera, that's not me. Cat Food Rob sat here trying to be quiet, but apparently he can't.
Quite to be get him on them. Trying to be quiet while he's sanding some dojo thing he's making. My favourite trooper?
Yeah, what's your favourite trooper?
I don't know, I like them all.
Well, all the OT.
Yeah, well, that's what we're talking about, isn't it? I think I like TK, Sandy, Scout, Snowy, and then Return of the Jedi. He's definitely last.
I would have thought you'd have put Scout above Sandy.
I don't know, I like him being dirty.
Mm.
You know I like dirt.
Courgette6 says, I'm broke, can I get a free Scout Trooper armour?
We don't negotiate with terrorists. We can't do that because we wouldn't be here very long, would we? God, this is a bitch.
So TK Alexander 777 is asking, are you going to build a Thrawn Night Trooper?
No.
Why is that, Rob?
Because we're about the OT, and I think there's probably a different generation of people that are making Thrawn-related stuff. But it's nice that he's asking because he may be fairly new to the channel if he doesn't know that we're all about the OT. So thank you for joining us. Welcome, and enjoy the OT goodness that you will find here.
Mirko in Action is asking, are you doing another Bausch run?
No. No, afraid not. It is we've got a lot of projects that we want to make, and we could spend the next 10 years like we spent the last 10 years making very similar things over and over. And we're getting to the point where before we shuffle off this mortal coil, we want to try and complete all of these projects that we've got in the pipeline. Does that make sense?
It does. So Eduardo Sofisi, sorry for the pronunciation of your name, is asking, any plans on selling the gunner helmet again?
I wouldn't say we've not got plans to do it again, but the way things work, the way jobs get split around the team, we have somebody who's particularly good at building that helmet, and he's tied up building some other helmets for an upcoming project that we've got on that has not been disclosed or talked about, but has been hinted at in a way. So for now, trying not to. But do sign up to the wait list on the website, which a number of people have. You may well be one of them, and we will be looking at it.
The wait list on the website?
Mm-hmm.
We've never talked about it, so you need to explain that.
So the wait list is just a way of letting us know that you're interested in something that's not currently available. The gunner helmets, there are quite a lot of work involved in them. They're not a straightforward build, they're a bit of a fiddly build. And that's why we kind of just do a few at a time when people are interested. So use a wait list, you'll find it on the product. If it's unavailable, there is a button to click click, click, waitlist, and then when that becomes available, you will be the first to know, along with everyone else on the waitlist.
Okay, so Imperial Freight is asking, will there be a Black Friday special armour this year?
Oh, like we did the Scout.
Well, I would say
Shadow Scout and Shadow Troopers.
Yeah, I would say you can kill several birds with one stone. This and just answer, will there be a Black Friday event this year?
We could do. I mean, this is the time of year that we would do some shadow stuff, isn't it? A decision has not been made on whether we're going to do any shadow stuff, but we may do. I'll need to talk to a few people who supply us some of the bits. But as per Black Friday in general, don't think we're going to be doing things like we've done in the recent few years, mainly because it gets popular, it knocks all the schedule back, and we're already not in a comfortable place with the full Boba Fett builds, and there's a lot of other projects that we are just developing currently, and this is not going to happen if we do a Black Friday thing. So I think this year we're going to sit that one out.
Delta Outpost is asking, any announcements on the stand for the Bausch? Thanks.
Almost. That we really need to come back to the Bausch because there's a lot of things bubbling away. There's something happening later today. The time of filming, it's not happened, but it's going to be happening today. The stand, I've got some ideas. We just need to get them into practice. I need a couple of the machine parts back, and we are looking good on that. I'm still very pleased with where we are on the Bausch. Do stay tuned because we will be putting some information out about the stand, about the leather, about some of the Greeblies in the next few weeks. I'm still building. I've got one right here that's getting finished, ready to go into paint, along with a few others. There's a few others kicking around. I think at the moment I'm building around 5 Bausch helmets a week.
My mate Kev wants to know whose beard is better, Paul's or Clarky's?
Mine, obviously. There's no question.
Bill Sackle is asking when the kits will return to the website.
Clarky and Paul wish they could have a beard this small, but the amount of chins makes it unattainable. So.
Yeah, so Bill Sackle wants to know when the kits will return to the website.
Well, we did say people asked about it, we'd put them back on.
Yeah.
I will have a look at that.
Okay. Neri Hipples is asking, is this a simulation?
Certainly. This is actually AI that you are watching right now. It's not even a simulation, it's just complete AI, fabricated.
I've got a few here from Neri Hipples. Next one from Neri Hipples.
The AI really struggled with my head. That's why this AI version's wearing a hat. Not because it is freezing cold. I think we did talk about this, didn't we, as well? How we were boiling hot like a few weeks ago and now we're absolutely frozen.
Yeah.
So more changes around the studio required for that.
If anyone can hear me breathing, I apologise. I've got a really bad cold. Neri Hipples is asking as well, your personal opinion of the TB, weathered or not weathered? I know the answer to this one.
Weathered.
Yeah, weathered.
Everything weathered. Shiny Stormtroopers, weathered.
Neri Hipples is also asking, is it possible to buy a DLT-19 if it wasn't available as an option at the time of ordering a commission?
The DLT is one of the things that I'm behind on and is preventing Black Friday. So you can message Andrea, I don't know. I'm struggling with getting involved in that.
16 Dave is asking when the busts will be added back to the site.
I think they are on there.
Are they?
I thought so.
Yeah, it's on the website now.
Thank you.
Edwin wants to know, any chance of a Fett reissue in the future?
Which Fett?
I'm presuming they mean the Lineage painted Fett. or any of the lineage vets, the raw casts or the painted?
Well, that's interesting because I was just talking to the engineering place about doing some fet ears. So let's see what happens. I would say that's definitely a next year project. I think I've got a few to finish off as well, but potentially that is an area we can move into early next year.
Will that be a limited number? X amount will go on the site with a pre-warning of it rather than just a free-for-all, or?
Yeah.
That Reenactor Dude 2 is asking, what's your most popular product?
I don't know.
I don't think there's any, apart from
I would.
the five main characters, nothing is sold continuously, isn't it?
Even they're not continuous anymore.
TKs then?
So probably TK. TK is the classic, isn't it? TK is your entry point because it is so iconic.
Yeah.
So I would say TK is a starting point.
Jonathan Ostling is asking, what's your Friday vibes like?
Friday vibe.
Yeah. What's your Friday vibes?
Friday's a bit quiet because we squeeze a full week into 4 days, apart from Pete and me and Paul, who's just sat here.
Everyone's going to know he's not sat there because he's not this quiet.
Yeah, you would have heard him.
Now, Paul's currently being abducted by a swing bridge. We had the great pleasure of going and holding an ATA in our hands so that we could evaluate a lot of the information that we needed for this. And now we're coming back and trying to transfer that information into our own reality in our simulation. So yeah, I think this is part of the Friday vibe. Fridays we try and have as a bit of R&D, don't we?
Right, do an ending and do an intro.
Do an ending.
And an intro and just do it.
And that's the end. You want an intro?
Yeah.
This is the beginning.